The following is a presentation of TFNN, The Trader's Edge, with your host, Steve Rhodes.
Good morning, all you wonderful money masters and treasure hunters. Welcome to The Trader's Edge. I'm your host, Steve Rhodes. And folks, it is a treasure to just simply be in your presence, and my outcome is to absolutely help you to become a better money master. Now, actually, yesterday I said I'm not here to inspire you, but the truth is I am here to inspire you. But more importantly, I'm here to help you lead an inspired life, folks. So don't be a prisoner of your past. Be a pioneer of your future, folks. And today, it's Tuesday. It is New Moon Tuesday. So welcome to the New Moon Tuesday. It comes in exactly, I believe, at 10:03 Eastern Standard Time. So just less than an hour from now. Now, when you have these lunar cycles, many times they mark highs or lows in the marketplace. Right now, you've got the market has been moving up. In fact, if we take a look at the ES Mini, it's trading out right now at 1346 and a quarter. What is it doing? It's getting back to the highs that were put in on Sunday night after, they came back and after the grease fire was supposedly put out by all of the Euros out there. So it has made it back to Sunday evening in that 1346 area. If you take a look at the Dow futures right now, trading out at 12,737. That's up 50 points or so. You've got the NASDAQ futures up 14 points out at 2601. The Russell 2000 futures up $3 out at 772. Of course, King Dollar pulling back this morning, down 28 ticks. That's because the euro's up. We'll take a look at that. Gold trading up $2 out at 16.29. Silver out at 28.76. That's up 94 cents this morning. Light sweet crude up 63 cents. And so it is New Moon Tuesday. You can give us a call at 877-927-6648. So let's take a look at the ES Mini. What I've got up on my chart here is if you can watch us on TigerTV, folks. So if you're listening on the radio, absolutely, we appreciate that very much. You can always catch an archive of this show on Channel 9. All of you others, go to your device, whether it's your mobile device, your iPhone, your iPad, your Google device, Android device, and you can watch us on TigerTV. You can always bookmark that. If you go to the homepage of TFNN.com, over on the right-hand side, you'll see a little area that's boxed in red. Click on that. You can bookmark it. There's a way to bookmark it so that we're just simply one click away, and you'll be able to take a look at our charts. Now, the chart I do have up on my screen here is the ES Mini. It is the 10-minute chart here, and the 1345 area is an area of support and resistance being attacked here this morning. It started becoming attacked at about 8 a.m. This morning. That was the open of Sunday. And so right now you're trading just slightly above it. If you trade above this, where the ES Mini wants to go to is the 1350 area. We'll take a look at that. But first, let's just take a look at just remind you, the A to B equals CD downs and ups because this market breathes up and down. So just normal movements. The A to B equals CD down, we identified yesterday. I'm just simply going to use the swing point high here at about 2100. So that was at 9 p.m. Sunday evening, up at the 1346.50 area. Made a move down into the 950 time frame when it moved down into 1341. Pulls up again into the open, if you will, on Sunday when it moves up into 1345.50, rejects that area. That's the area right now that's being tested. Did a 1 to 2.618 A to B equals CD. Was trying to do an A to B equals CD up. That failed. Moved down yesterday morning into the 940 time frame as we were coming into the market. It then was making an A to B equals CD up, which completed at 8 o'clock this morning. What's that pattern looks like? Well, you start down here at the low at 950, down at the 1331.75, makes a move up for a bit of time, makes it up into the 11 o'clock time frame, up at the 1340, pulls back here for about 30 minutes or so, pulls back into 1140, a 1-to-1 A to B equals CD. Folks, you see right across that same red line at the 1345 area. That's what it does. Now, when you take a look at all this price along the right-hand side here, you can see how very weak along the right-hand side. And right now it is taking on that area. If it moves through this area, it is going to move up, I mentioned, to the 1350 area. Why do I say that? Well, let's go take a look at the daily chart. Here's the 10-minute chart. Let's go take a look at the daily chart, see what we have out there on the ES Mini, on the S&P futures contract. Now, number of things that you would do. You'd want to take a look at some retracement levels down. First thing that we'll point out is we'll take a look at the big downdraft and when I say downdraft, the sell-off, I should say. It's more like a sell-off as opposed to a downdraft going back to last Monday, not yesterday, but the Monday before, when they solved the Spain issue by granting them 125 billion euros. Not sure where that is coming from either. But, it's going to come out of some thin air somewhere. And the high of that is the 1342 area. You're trading above that right now. Yesterday you closed just at, in fact, on the ES Mini, it actually closed out at 1341. So that area was attacked. It's under attack again this morning. So now what you can take a look at is a number of different areas of support and resistance. Depends on which side price is on, right? So one of those areas is going to be the lows of April 10th. Low on the ES Mini is 1352.50. So we'll go ahead and we'll just start putting our lines in here. Again, April 10th. And if we would also take a look at the low of April 23rd, that's in at 1354. So we'll go ahead and put that line in. Well, we don't even need to put, let's not go ahead and just decorate this screen here. We'll know that the red line that we've got coming across there basically is one of the resistance zones. One of the other resistance zone happens to be March 6. March 6 here now happens to be support. If we take a look at the ES Mini, of course, the day is not completed here. But what you can see is yesterday you did close up above that area. That said that it wanted to travel a bit higher. Now we start taking a look at retracement levels. Well, you take a look at the retracement level down from the high put in. March 27th was when you had the high in the ES Mini. That was out at 1419.75. That high all the way down to the low put in on June the 4th. That was a full moon. That was a lunar eclipse and a full moon down at the 1262 area. What you will see at 1359, you will see the 0.618. So right now, what the futures are going to be doing, they're going to be running into some overhead resistance. If I was your pilot, and I am your pilot, and we're on a Dreamliner, aren't we? I think we're cruising on the Dreamliner, but we would still put on that turbulence sign, say fasten your seatbelts, because there absolutely is turbulence overhead. That is on the ES Mini, so that 1350-ish, 1354 area. Again, the 1352.50 is the exact low of April 10th. Right now, the ES Mini trading out at 1346. If we take a quick peek at the currencies, let's go see what's really going on in the currency marketplace. So you take a look, because you have, obviously here now in the last 30 minutes, you've had a big punch up in the euro. So the euro getting stronger. Must be people want to own the euro. Maybe a little bit of short squeeze going on. But take a look at where the ES Mini is trading. We took a look at that, and that's trading back to the highs of Sunday night. So we want to really understand the real weakness that you have inside the euro. Take a look at where the euro is trading. The highs here, the euro actually opened up Sunday at the where's the open? 1.27368. You're trading at 126.418 right now. If you're watching us on TigerTV, you can see quite a bit of difference here. So the euro showing much, much more weakness than the U.S. markets. And right now, what the euro did was it made a 1 to 2.6188. 1 to 2. Made a 1 to 2, A to B equals CD down. It completed that yesterday. Traveled just a little bit further below. Really no bullish confirmation or anything like that with regard to this move up here in the euro. If we take a look at A, B, C, D patterns out there, we'd start off with the euro. We'd start off with the low down here. That came in at 130 yesterday afternoon, was down to 125.562. That'd be your A point. Your B point would be as they made the high coming into 4 a.m. this morning, June 19th. Gets up to the 126.194. Goes ahead and sells off. Now, 4 a.m. our time is when you've got, I think, about 3 o'clock in the morning. I got to do my daylight savings time, sometimes a little bit off. But about 3 to 4 o'clock in the morning is when you have the London traders coming on. Of course, they didn't want to be holding any euros. They sold it down. They sold it down until 4:30 a.m. down to the 125.676. That, in fact, would be your C point. Now, what you can take a look at is how the euro moved off of this C point. Even though it was a straight line down, pretty much a straight line up as well. You now have the euro slicing through the 1-to-1 on its way to 1.272. Says the euro wants to move higher. If the euro moves higher, our markets here are going to move higher. Why? Because the king is going to pull back. King dollar down 32 ticks right now. But to finish out the euro, where would it be traveling to? Well, we've got to take out our retracement ruler. So we do that. We go from the highs of the Sunday session at 6:30. We come all the way down to the lows that were put in yesterday at about 1:30 in the afternoon. Looks like about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And that 0.618 retracement, 1.26741. That is where it looks like the euro wants to travel to. That will also make a 1 to 1.618. A to B equals CD. That will also get down to the B point as the euro sold off the first portion of the sell-off into the 10 o'clock hour on Sunday night. So that looks like where the euro, where the queen wants to go. Where does the king want to go? Well, if we take a look at king dollar, yesterday the king having a big move, getting back into the upper side of its range, meaning above the 8204 swing point from January 13th. You are trading lower right now, mostly a result of the euro. But if we take a quick look at the other currencies out there, let's go take a look at the pound, see what the pound and the yen is doing. The pound here, we put this up on the screen. The pound completed a 1-to-1 A to B equals CD yesterday. Completed that at the 157.37 area. It actually traveled up to 157.40. You got to love that. You do that, you pull back. That's what it did in the overnight trading session. Looks like it, too, wants to move higher. Where the pound would move up to is $1.50 and a little bit of change. 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. We'll be right back.
Yeah, we'll look at them stars and we're together. Well, it's always better when we're together. Yeah, it's always better when we're together.
Kate Stalter's exciting newsletter, Low Priced Leaders, has just launched, and now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial. Every Wednesday afternoon, Kate sends out her weekly newsletter to her subscribers where she focuses on small cap stocks with market caps under $2 billion, as well as low-priced equities with share prices ranging from $5 to $12. Kate tracks a variety of stocks with a combination of strong technical support and solid fundamentals. Many of the stocks featured will be recent IPOs. These newer issues are often some of the biggest price gainers in the market and provide an excellent opportunity for substantial gains if timed correctly. You can catch Kate Stalter live on TigerTV with her small cap roundup every Tuesday and Thursday at 11 a.m. Eastern Time, and visit TFNN.com right now to get your 2-week free trial to her brand new newsletter, Low Priced Leaders, while locking in the low introductory monthly rate of only $37.50 per month, almost a 50% discount. Act now. With the launch of Tiger TV, TFNN has brought our programming to the next level. With Tiger TV, you gain access to each host charts and computer screen as they host their daily stock program. Whether it's Tom O'Brien, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, Ken Shreve, Kate Stalter, Dave White, Larry Pezzavento, or Victor Jones, you can catch all of our technicians hosting their programs live and archived on Tiger TV for your viewing pleasure 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. If you haven't checked out Tiger TV yet, then visit TFNN.com today to see what you're missing.
Stock market corrections are the number one reason that a buy and hold investment strategy produces the poorest results, and I have 73 years of data that proves it. Now, the good thing about economic difficult times is that the worst economy can produce the best rewards in the shortest period of time. In fact, during the last 130 years, 61% of that time period has been spent in recession. And if you're one of the 70% of American households relying on their 401ks and IRAs for retirement, you need the single strategy that is bulletproof against the turmoil of our stock markets. Go to the homepage at TFNN.com. Under Breaking News, click on Success is a Numbers Game to receive this must-have free report. This bulletproof strategy may be days away from giving the next signal. Don't neglect your retirement, and don't neglect this signal. If you're even a little bit interested in accumulating wealth, providing a better life for you and your family, then go to TFNN.com to order your free copy of Success is a Numbers Game today. Implement the disciplines contained in this report, and success will be yours for the taking.
Are you looking for a precision edge in the market? Something that can stack the odds in your favor? Then look into Larry Pezzavento's new trading newsletter, Patterns, Profits, and Peace of Mind. In each weekly issue, Larry explains what's going to happen in the markets based on the pattern he sees developing and gives you actionable trade ideas based on those patterns. Plus, you'll get his detailed analysis on a variety of markets and sectors, including stocks, treasury bonds, the gold market, oil, the dollar, the forex market, and more. And you'll get the Technical Corner segment, which is a short but powerful weekly training session on trading. You'll get access to all the patterns Larry is seeing in the markets, plus the Astro Harmonics and powerful Bradley stock market model that Larry utilizes for less than $5 a day. An extremely potent combination that will give you just the edge you've been looking for. Try patterns, profits, and peace of mind absolutely free for 2 weeks. Go to TFNN.com and click on the free trial link at the top of the page. That's an $85 value, yours free when you register right now. Get Larry's patterns, profits, and peace of mind and get the edge you've been looking for.
It's that time of year again, and the Great Panther Silver Summer Silver Giveaway is back. Every day in June, Monday through Friday, we'll be giving away a Great Panther Silver 1-ounce silver bar, and all you have to do to enter is visit the front page of TFNN.com and fill out your entry. Great Panther Silver and TFNN wishing you a great start to the summer. Sign up today to have a chance to win a 1-ounce silver bar during the Great Panther Silver Summer Silver Giveaway the whole month of June at TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by TFNN. Test drive all the newsletters for free at TFNN.com.
It's always better when we're together. Yeah, we'll look at them stars and we're together. Well, it's always better when we're together. Yeah, it's always better when we're together.
It absolutely is, folks. Welcome back to New Moon Tuesday. Got the DAX is trading up 55 points right now. That's 0.9%. The FTSE up a full 1 2/10%, trading up $68 over in Asia. They had a little weakness last night. You had the Nikkei pull back 65 points. The Shanghai off 15. That was 0.6%. And the Hang Seng not really getting out of the gate, down 11 points. Now, as we do each and every Tuesday, of course, this is the first Tuesday that we've done it. We're going to John in Philly for our grains report. John, thanks for calling.
Good morning, Steve.
How are you?
Thanks for all you do. We really appreciate that.
Well, we appreciate you being out there, folks. And, you know, John is one of the guys that is always in the Tiger's Den, providing information for traders out there. And if you're trying to take your level to, you know, your life to the next level from a trading standpoint, then the Tiger's Den is the place that you want to be. It's always really about peer groups out there. That's how you move from one level to the next. And here at TFNN, we absolutely have great folks, just like John in the Den. You can try it absolutely for free. Go to the homepage at TFNN.com, click on the Tiger's Den, follow the instructions, and you'll be in there and you'll be able to growl. Although I don't do the growl, you know, that's we leave that for Tom, don't we? We let him do the growl.
Steve, could you pull up the corn futures contract?
Yep, I've got it up. Trading out now. Go ahead, go right ahead. It's at 6:14.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you, based upon what you see with your patterns, wanted to ask what sort of targets you could see if this rally extends. And after you give that, I wanted to share a fundamental update on the crops here.
Yeah. Well, you know, when you're taking a look at corn, it put in a high, John, as you know, back March 19th. And ever since then, it's been making lower highs and lower lows. And it looks to me like all that it's doing right now is make another A to B equals CD up into that 62.97 area. You know, and so just got a normal A to B equals CD pattern. Could move a little bit higher than that and go test the swing point for May 21st. But, you know, what's actually great about the chart patterns that we teach, the AB equals CD patterns, folks, is they work on anything. Doesn't matter whether you're taking a look at a grain, whether you're taking a look at a currency, whether you're taking a look at an ETF, you know, and that's just my initial indication. That's what I see. That's what I see the chart patterns here making. What's your take on it? What's your take on the fundamental aspects as well?
Yeah, Steve, thanks for that. Corn is currently surging strongly.
Yes.
It's up a bunch this morning, up 3%. It surged 5% Monday. And what I wanted to alert your listeners to is a real unusual situation is brewing weather-wise.
Okay.
That could lead to panic buying setting in. The move of 8% in the past 2 days could be the precursors to something substantially larger. And let me elaborate. The corn crop and the soybean crop this year got into the ground at a record fast pace, given the warm winter we had, the warm spring.
Yes.
And so things started out well. We've run into a difficulty, however, in that the heart of the corn and soybean belt has been lacking in rainfall the past 30 and 45 days.
Okay.
Now we've faced a situation where the next 10 days looks to be really, really hot.
Okay.
And devoid of any rain, especially south of Interstate 80.
Okay.
And
now, where's Interstate 80? Is that the Iowa Interstate or?
That's New York to Denver.
New York to Denver. Okay, great.
Right.
Okay.
Everything south of there looks to be dry and hot, and reports are coming out of the fields of the crops just cooking, getting damaged irreversibly. Yep. And you combine this fundamental factor with the idea that trading funds are not as long, these grains, as they'd like to be.
Yes.
Particularly corn. In that situation, those are the elements, at least in the past, whereby sellers have just been absent and buyers panic and chase rallies. So I wanted to just alert people that a really dynamic rally may in fact occur, and if it's going to occur, it is likely to occur in the next 5 to 10 days.
If we had a similar time period where we had a similar weather pattern, and how about answer that question when we come back from the break, if you don't mind holding?
Very good.
Okay, great. 877-927-6648. You too can get on the hotline here at TFNN. You got the Dow futures up about 40 points. ES Mini trading out at 13.45 right now. We'll be right back, folks.
In quiet markets, investors search for new trading opportunities. We'd like to introduce you to a new product that provides opportunities even in flat markets. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a new and innovative Chicago-based exchange registered with the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their trading platform. Nadex never charges a fee to use their platform, which even includes real-time charts and full customization capability. Nadex's unique short-term binary options allow traders and investors to capitalize on strategies even when the underlying markets are quiet. Nadex's innovation has allowed them to come up with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com, or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors. Would you like a personal update from Tom O'Brien as to what equities he's trading and what his daily trading plan is before the market opens each morning? Every market day, Tom O'Brien sends out his daily newsletter, Market Insights, to hundreds of subscribers that rely on his daily recommendations when it comes to navigating these highly volatile markets we're dealing with. As recently as May 21st, Market Insights subscribers closed out all 5 open positions for a combined profit of over 68% in one day. Profits ranged from 6.5% to over 24%, and all of these trades had been initiated within the previous 30 days. Now is the perfect time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's explosive trading newsletter, Market Insights, an $85 value. Tom breaks down the market each morning with his market take and provides trade recommendations, including precise stops and target profit zones, leaving nothing left to guessing. Log on to TFNN.com today and sign up for your 2-week free trial. Make sure you're a subscriber the next time Market Insights subscribers close out multiple winning trades. Take action and sign up for your free trial today. If you're an investor looking for a great weekly investment newsletter, then now is the perfect time to try out Ken Shreve's Ultimate Growth Stocks. Every Tuesday, Ken breaks down multiple sectors in his weekly newsletter, Ultimate Growth Stocks, with a full in-depth report including specific trading recommendations within his model portfolio, charts, sector analysis, upcoming economic data, along with intra-week trading updates on newsletter positions whenever the market dictates. Right now, you can receive a full month, that's 30 days, to evaluate Ken's newsletter free of charge to see if it fits your trading plan. At less than $75 per month, Ken provides you with his expert trading advice that can pay for itself in no time. Take advantage of this great offer by signing up for a 30-day free trial to Ken Shreve's Ultimate Growth Stocks today. Don't let this offer pass you by. Visit the front page of TFNN.com and sign up now. TFNN has just launched our most exciting sale ever. If you purchase any amount of Tiger Dollars before Sunday, June 24th, you'll receive access to 7 live 90-minute webinars hosted by each of our technicians here at TFNN. Not only do you get a 20 to 30% bonus on your purchase as you normally do with Tiger Dollars, but with this one-of-a-kind offer, you get over $1,000 in added value completely free. Each 90-minute live webinar usually sells for $149, and you get all 7 of them absolutely free. Tom O'Brien, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, Larry Pesavento, Ken Shreve, Dave White, and Kate Stalter, you get all 7 classes completely free. Whether you're an experienced trader or you're completely new to the markets, this sale is perfect for all levels of investors. Don't miss out on our best Tiger Dollar sale ever. Visit the front page of TFNN.com today and purchase your Tiger Dollars before June 24th. Don't wait and risk missing out on this one-of-a-kind offer. Act now.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
It's always better when we're together. Yeah, we'll look at them stars when we're together. Well, it's always better when we're together. Yeah, it's always better when we're together.
To the races. You got the Dow up 76 points. S&P up 8. Composite up 16. Leading the charge. Let's see. Leading the charge on the way up. It's pretty much even, Steven. Small caps lagging just a tad. Up 4 points right now. Microsoft up 59 cents after releasing its tablet out there. Google up $4 this morning. Apple down $1 out of the gate. And we're going back to our man Z in the den. We're taking a look at corn. The corn futures out here. So the question, Z, that I was asking you was, have we had a weather pattern similar to this in the past, where you basically had a warm winter, they planted early, and then they're starting to run into some weather pattern problems out there?
Yes, indeed, Steve. That's an excellent question. I'll give you a definitive answer. 1988.
1988. Okay.
Was virtually identical.
Okay.
In that the crop got in early, and then June turned out to be incredibly dry and hot, and then the market spiked, and they rallied and surged into peaks that occurred in mid to late July. So if you're looking for an analog as far as weather concerned, 88's is your year.
And that was one heck of a move that it had in 88, folks. When you take a look at from the just simply as it came off the bottom in the May 1988 area, you were in the 2014 range, and that thing moved all, as you say, crested up in July 2008, and that was quite a price move up there.
Right. So weather-wise and crop condition-wise, they're very similar. And, of course, Mother Nature is in charge here, and managing risk is key. There's no doubt about that. I am long corn. Any 10-cent break in Dees corn. Dees corn is currently 5.52. Any 10-cent break from here, I'll actually add to the position. So I just wanted to give listeners that update. I will tell you, lastly, on the Dees corn, we're over $5.50 now, and for me, that opens up $6 as a near-term target, another 50 cents higher.
Yeah.
And November beans are currently $13.80, $13.82. They'll run into a prior swing up at the 1,400 level.
Yes.
If that is cleared, $15 a bushel would become my target. So just wanted to share that with you, and hope that helps.
Yeah. Now, Z, is there, for our listeners out there that aren't interested in trading the contracts, but would be looking for some type of ETF out there, is the DBA, is that, now that, I don't even know what's in, you used to have just basically corn, wheat, and a couple of other grains in there, and then they reshifted what was inside the DB. I don't even know what's inside there any longer. But is there an ETF that listeners could consider taking a look at?
Excellent question, Steve. Let me give you two securities that you can use.
Yeah.
They're not as liquid as I'd like.
Okay.
But They go by the ticker symbol CORN.
Okay.
That is a ETF that is essentially a wrapper around a fund of corn futures only.
Yeah.
And then there's a security with ticker symbol SOYB, soybeans.
Okay.
And that is the sister product for soybean futures. And they track well, but the bid-ask spreads are a little bit wide, so you got to be a little bit careful as far as that's concerned.
Got it. And folks, Z's talking about the liquidity here. Now yesterday it had a pretty big day, so that just is so a big day in this ETF was 83,000 shares. Now, folks, the ETFs that you're typically used to trading, if you were just simply to put that on the equivalent of, let's just say, the SPYs, or maybe even just a spider trust. Let's just take a look at a segment. If you're going to go take a look at the utility sector. Now, utility sector, XLU only has about 83,000 shares, so that's not too bad. But if you start getting into the energy sector, the financial sector, you're dealing with millions. Even the financials, doing about 67 million. So from a liquidity standpoint, you need to be careful there.
Indeed, and
I mean, just have to have the right money management.
I normally wouldn't bring this up. It's just this very unusual and critical weather situation that could lead to dramatic price change. Just wanted to give you a heads up.
Hey, we appreciate that, and thanks for passing that information along to us. And we'll look forward to further crop updates from you, John.
Very good, Steve. Have a nice day.
All right, you too, folks. So you got the Dow up 59 points right now. S&P's up 7. Composite up 20. And, we'll spend a little time. We'll go take a look at that corn ETF, CORN, and the soybeans, SOYB. But, you do want to make sure that you always understand the underlying instrument. If you were trading the UNG, that is the natural gas ETF, you want to make sure that you understand what's going on in the contract. UNG actually pulling back a little bit right now, down 55 cents. That thing has been a rocket ship, and it is something that you want to watch for. I would say that natural gas is off the bottom with a vengeance out there, and so that is one of the trades that you'll want to take a look at. If we take a look first, though, at what's popping and what is dropping out in the marketplace, you got Google leading the charge dollar-wise on the way up $6 and change. That's up 4% this morning. CF Industries actually just took the lead. They're up $6.60. It's Google's up $4.50. So it's CF Industries. I apologize. They're up 4%. They got things just, especially at the open here, just swapping around on my computer. So CF Industries, the leader to the upside. Google right behind it. SXC Health Solutions. They're up $4 and change, trading up 4.5%. You got Alexion Pharmaceuticals, ALXN. Up 3%. You've got Salesforce Innovation. I believe they were down yesterday. They are up today. CRM is the ticker symbol there. Agrium Inc. up 2 5/10%. AGU, the ticker symbol. You got Citrix Systems, CTXS, up a couple of bucks. That's up 3%. You've got Zumiez, Zumiez. How would you pronounce that? Zumiez, I guess. I don't know what they do. Zooms, though. ZUMZ. I do like the ticker symbol. Zoom, 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 right? They are zooming this morning. They are, I just lost it, where they were on my screen. And they're there. They're up to $2. That's up 5% this morning. Let's take a look at what is grooving to the downside. You got J.C. Penney leading the charge of the downside, down a couple bucks. That is down 9% this morning. That stock has been getting hammered. You got Western Gas, WES. They're down 4%. That is down $2 and change. Monster Beverage, MNST, down $1 and change. Walgreens coming out with an announcement. They are going worldwide, doing a joint venture deal, or an option. With a company. Let's see, I forget the name of the company. Let me see if I can pull that up here. It is with Alliance Boots. But the Walgreens trading down just a bit here, but they're trying to expand their empire. I suppose what that means is there's no more corners left for Walgreens to expand to in the United States. I don't know about you folks, but every time I look on the corner, there used to be a gas station there, and now there's a drugstore, either a Walgreens or a CVS. So Walgreens now spreading its wings to grow its business. Again, trading down $1.48 right now. You got HCP Inc. They're off 3%. Interdigital IDCC down about 4.5%. EAT, Brinker International, they're down 2%. Barnes & Noble, the brick and mortar store for knowledge. And folks, you got to own books. You want to make sure that you have books. What I did for Father's Day, folks, I gave my kids one of my favorite books out there. Of course, they haven't gotten it yet. I had to order it. But my gift on Father's Day was my ability to be able to give them a gift. And it's one that I want to make sure that they have in their library. You want to make sure that you've got great books in your library. And, of course, I know a couple of great books that you could get. One is Tom's book, The Art of the Chart, or The Art of Timing the Trade. The Art of the Chart happens to be the software that will be released here in the very, very near future. And so you can always order that book. It's a great book to have in your library, folks. So let's go take a look at, let's go back, since John was calling, let's go take a look at those two ETFs out there. Let's put those up on the screen. The first one we'll put up is corn. CORN is the ticker symbol. And I've got to see why is it that I'm not getting a data feed on this here just yet. Let me do a couple of quick changes here. Let's see here. Let's put it in right there, CORN. See if that helps out a bit. There we go. So you talk about John being on the spot there. Take a look at how this thing here has gapped up, traded up at 38.17. Yesterday, it was a low on... a low of 35.61. You're trading at 38.17 right now, and it's taking out its B point. Well, I won't say a B point. There is no A to B equals CD present here just yet. What you are taking a look at is taking out a couple of swing points. You're taking on a couple of swing points. The first swing point happens to be June 8th. I'll go ahead and expand this chart up here on the screen, make it a little bit easier for you to see on TigerTV. Now, again, you'd really want to be trading this ETF off of the corn futures contract, but if you are interested in this, if this thing is going to shoot up to the moon because of some weather patterns, the first place that it looks like this is going to run into a little resistance area happens to be right in the 43.85-ish range. The 40, maybe you'd be more likely take a look at 39.69, your 38.17. Why? That's the last area where you had any kind of significant volume on this ETF out here. I don't know what was the cause of that, but that would be one of your first areas that you would be looking at as a target to run into some agitation. Let's go take a look at the soybean ETF, SOYB out there. Let's go take a look at the price on that. I'm probably going to have to make one quick change here. We got it. It's trading out at 20. I'm going to put it here just to make sure I've got current prices. SOYB. Okay, so you got SOYB, the ETF for the soybeans. That is trading out at 23.84. That gapping up also this morning. Now, this one here, much, much more illiquid. In fact, I would say just simply stay away from this period. You've got days here where this is traded 725 shares, 1,300 shares. So forget about, let this thing, it looks like this thing may have come about in the September 2011 time frame. Let this thing get a bunch of volume and interest in this ETF. But stay away from this one. You can take a look at corn. Now, let's just go take a look at an intraday chart. Let me see if I can do that, put that on a 10-minute chart out here. Yeah, and you can see... you can see, as John was pointing out, pretty illiquid because you've got 900, 1,600 shares out here. So not a lot of liquidity inside this thing. So don't go hog heavy into the corn, CORN ETF that is out there. You're better off trading the contract. And you got better money management in place because you'd have stops in place. So let's go take a look at the ETFs here. Let's go take a look at the ETFs I'm talking about are the index ETFs. We'll put up the shorter-term 5-minute charts on everything. Let's take a look at the IWM first. IWM trading out right now at 77.73. Let's see if we've got any volume in this thing or anything unusual. It is summertime. It is over its most recent swing point. Actually, the swing point that it's taking on here is going back into the 9:30 time frame on June 7th. That's what it is attacking right now. We'll go ahead and draw the line across the top of that. Take a look at some volume patterns because it works the same way no matter what time frame, no matter what chart you're working on. And so that actual high that we're looking at in the IWM at 935 came in at 77.71. Sounds like it was going to Vegas, baby. June 7th is the day The volume on that, 11 million shares during that open. And now what you are attacking that with, again, that was 77.71. You're really right at about that same price point. Of course, as it's getting attacked, 585,000, 663,000, 636 as we speak right now. Again, that was going against a volume of 11 million shares. Running into a little bit of resistance up there on the IWM. You know, and that resistance, as we took a look at yesterday, didn't really notice it in the early morning, but certainly as the ES Mini was trading down, and that's why it's always good to take your charts back a little bit further in time. You want to take a look at things. When we take a look at where the ES Mini actually stopped yesterday, it stopped during the big upthrust that we had at about 3 p.m. Coming into the, I think it was last Thursday or so. So it was about 3:10 where you did 171,000 contracts. Now the high on that was 1327.75. And again, I'll just draw the line across here. It's why it works on anything, folks, any time frame, anything that you trade, with the exception of currency. On currency, you're not going to get any volume. On currency, you just simply want to be able to trade the A to B equals CD pattern. You want to become a master of that D point. You absolutely want to become a master of that D point, folks. I don't care what you trade out there, but certainly from a currency standpoint, you're not going to get any volume, and you have no choice but to become a master of the D point. And the cool thing about currencies, folks, and AB equals CD patterns, you can get so many free data feeds, so many free chart software packages out there where you can actually go ahead and you can become an expert of that C to D leg and take a look at ABCD patterns, and you can do it around the clock. That means if you work during the day, you can do it at night instead of watching the boob tube. 877-927-6648. We'll be right back.
It's better when we're together. Yeah, it's always better when we're together.
You take a hands-on approach to managing your investments, and whether you're bullish or bearish on U.S. Treasuries, the ETFs from Direction Shares are there to help you magnify your perspective. Bull ETFs for a rising market and bear ETFs for a falling market. Direction Shares gives you the tools for both sides of the trade. Discover how we can help at DirectionShares.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction Shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction Shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction Shares at 800-851-0511. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors employing dynamic strategies. Investors in the fund should understand the consequences of seeking daily investment results, understand the risk of shorting, and intend to actively monitor and manage their investments. Distributor, Foresight Fund Services, LLC. David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
Put the power of the Chapman Wave methodology to work for you. No matter what market you trade, what time frame you trade in, or your trading style, the opening call, Basil Chapman's daily market newsletter, is bursting with the information and trades you need to become a more successful trader.
I've been using Basil Chapman's Chapman Wave methodology for several years now. His Chapman Wave can be used for any time period for not only equities, but futures, currencies, commodities. I've been also a subscriber of his opening call, which I find find an invaluable tool to help me analyze the potential of the market each day. He gives you opportunities to go short and long. It includes recommendations on stocks. I strongly recommend people using the Chapman Wave, and I very, very strongly support the use of his opening call.
To find out more about Basil Chapman and his Chapman Wave methodology, and to get your 2-week free trial of the opening call, a $64 value, visit tfnn.com today.
In just December of last year, the price of gold was down over 10%. In today's highly volatile gold market, you need someone in your corner that understands the complex relationships that exist within the price of gold, as well as within a variety of gold equities. Whether it's the South African gold miners and knowing how the Rand-dollar relationship will affect their bottom line, or understanding how John Paulson's $5 billion trade in the GLD can move the market, Tom O'Brien gives you the direction you need to become a better trader each week in his newsletter, The Gold Report. With over 20 individual equities covered and almost another 20 on the potential watch list each week, in addition to covering the XAU, HUI, GLD, and dollar, The Gold Report is a great source for any trader that is looking to be diversified in today's volatile gold market. For your 30-day free trial to Tom O'Brien's Gold Report, log on to tfnn.com today. Don't miss out on this great offer. Act now.
Catch Tom O'Brien and Steve Rhodes as they teach you the art of mastering money when it comes to trading and investing. The Money Masters, next on TFNN.
It's always better when we're together. Yeah, we'll look at them stars and we're together. Well, it's always better when we're together. Yeah, it's always better when we're together.
Welcome back, folks. It is terrific Tuesday, new moon Tuesday, and absolutely stay tuned. You got Tom and I doing the Money Masters show. Then we go out to Santa Fe, New Mexico, to our gal, Kate Stalter, from 11 to 12. Victor Jones, commercial-free, uninterrupted from Chicago on the Options Hour. Then back out to California to Ken Shreve from 3 to 4. He is the warm-up band for today's Tom O'Brien show. Let's go to Dean in Orlando. Dean, thanks for calling. Thanks for holding.
Yeah, how are you doing, Steve?
I'm doing great. Yourself?
Excellent, excellent.
You wanted to take a look at ticker symbol CWCO, Consolidated Water, is that right?
Yeah, they provide clean water.
Yeah, they do. They operate the seawater desalination plants using a reverse osmosis technology. I like reverse osmosis technology, folks. I drink that kind of water, and I think it's important to drink good water. So they operate out of the Cayman Islands. A 52-week high on this happens to be 1044, 52-week low 693, trading out at 798 right now. It's got a short interest of about 7% or so. Tell me what you're doing and how I can help you, Dean.
No, I'm looking for an entry point, but the last day of volume was back in March.
Yes, it was.
Where would you find an entry point? Back down in the mid-$7 range, or?
Well, you know, as I take a look at this chart here, one of the first things that you just simply have to be absolutely aware of, you know, and we talked about it when John had called in and we were taking a look at the ETF for corn out there. This has even less liquidity than that ETF did. And so just as an example, June 14th, it did 31,000 shares. You know, if I go back and take a look at the day of June 4th, 29,000 shares. So you don't have a lot of liquidity in this, and you'd want to be taking a look at making sure that you don't back up the dump truck to this thing. And is there a reason that, you know, you're taking a look at playing this stock chart itself or this company? Is there a fundamental reason or something that you're looking at in trading this?
No, not necessarily.
Okay.
Just, I read this article this morning on TheStreet.com.
Ah, okay.
And, you know, the global problem with water shortage.
Sure. Yeah. So here's how I would do it. I just wanted to point out, you're putting your money at risk, and I know how hard each of us work for our money, and you just want to make sure that, it gets most important to be able to make sure that you can get in and out of trades at any point in time. And this is trying to complete an A to B equals CD pattern that was out there. That A to B equals CD pattern, Dean, started on May 18th. The low out there was 693. Made that low with 72,000 shares. Moves up in about 5 or 6 trading sessions into May 25th with 34,000 shares. Gets up to a price of 775. Now, as it crosses that B point, it does it with 114,000 shares, so it does it with volume, accelerated volume, and wide price spread, and that set up the test of 618. Hasn't made it all the way up there. Seems like that's where it wants to head to, possibly 840, but it should have been able to get up there. Why isn't it able to get up there? Well, when you take a look at this equity, and you pointed it out, the last time that this had any volume was really inside March 16th. And there you did 1.1 million shares. Those folks, looks like those folks are your overhead supply right now trying to get their money back. If you wanted to play this thing, I would wait for it to pull all the way back to $7.30. You're at $7.99 right now. Hope that helps you out, Dino.
Thank you, Steve.
Absolutely. Folks, stay tuned. Tom and I will be up next. Thanks for being here. If you don't stay tuned to watch the next show, I'll see you tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock. Have a great Tuesday, folks. Take care.